What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. I am the Bradley Assassin. This is the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel, and you have found the Friday edition of the Bradley Assassin live stream. So, as you can see in today's discussion topic, Bitcoin punching bears in the face. Meaning, yeah, all these shorts that are getting wrecked because everyone was calling a $20,000 Bitcoin when it was flirting with $29,000 and $30,000, have gotten their shorts absolutely destroyed. That's why we don't go long. That's why we don't go short. Flirting with your money like that is a little bit risky, in my opinion, and especially shorting something that has so much promise is always risky. But as you can see, we touched $49,000 today. I believe we are still hovering around that mark. We will take a look at it in a second on the main stream chat. But yeah, so Bitcoin looking good again. I got a little bit of Bitcoin adoption news for everybody. Moving in, they are going to soon be accepted by the second largest mortgage lender in the United States, which is huge. I mean, huge. And then, of course, we have some kind of good news, kind of bad news. I guess it depends on what you try and do with your coins and with your crypto. But Binance, ladies and gentlemen, the largest crypto exchange in the world, Binance, is now moving to full KYC, full know your customer. You know, it's good for regulatory issues. It's good for, you know, to put a stop to some money laundering and stuff that's been going on, and some shenanigans with crypto. But you know, also it makes it a little more difficult for some people to acquire some coins that they couldn't get, because what's going to happen, of course, in my personal opinion, is Binance is going to be the biggest domino to fall, and once it does, then I'm sure the majority of your other exchanges, at least your more popular and large exchanges, are going to be moving to the same format, just to avoid regulatory issues down the road. Overall, yes, I do think it's good, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how things are handled through that execution and move to a full KYC. I do have the write-up on it, so we're going to take a look at it in a minute. But I believe if you're already a Binance customer, they are moving your status to like withdraw only until you KYC. But like I said, we're going to take a look at it so that I don't misspeak on that note. Okay, let's pop on over to the mainstream, take a look at some coins. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the aforementioned Bitcoin sitting at $49,000. It just seems like yesterday when we were at a $27,000, $28,000, $29,000 Bitcoin. That is how fast the market moves. $20,000 in just a few weeks is nothing to shake a stick at. So there you go. We have VeChain sitting at 13.2 cents, Cardano at $2.43, Pop Network at 0.0024 cents, and of course the ultra popular, publicized Dogecoin at 32 cents. And ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday's stream, I was weighing the similarities and or differences and comparisons between Cardano and VeChain as blockchains and economies as a whole. Ecosystems as a whole. And like I had said, we do have the official release date for smart contracts on Cardano of September 12th, if I'm not mistaken. So that, as I expected, is going to lead, bring a lot of buy the rumor, sell the news expectations leading up to September 12th. But I also said, in that same breath, in that same mention, I do not think it's going to be your typical pump and dump type thing with the buy the rumor, sell the news, because Cardano is going to be an absolute world beater and is an amazing ecosystem. It's going to be around for a long time and it's going to be hugely popular. But, anytime you do have something as significant as bringing smart contracts onto your mainnet, of course, this is going to happen. Now, with that being said, again, we did break all-time highs just in the last 2 days from when I did compare the Cardano and VeChain. We went all the way up to $2.57, and I do have some personal information to give everyone as to what I did during this this fantastic Cardano run. I'm not a day trader. I don't move my coins around a lot. For those that have been following the channel for a while, know. But when a coin's approaching or has gotten back to all-time highs, especially when, okay, this is my logic on this, and what I'm getting at is I actually sold a little bit of my Cardano bag because I needed some more liquidity, so to speak. I wanted to get enough liquidity so that I can purchase some coins on a launchpad, IDO launchpad that I want to start using. So for me to buy enough of that particular coin, I need to buy it and stake it. So I needed to free up some coin. But anyway, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But this is my logic on this whole situation. Cardano's previous all-time high before today, or before the last 24 hours, was $2.46. That happened right around the same time we had a $60,000 Bitcoin, give or take, if you guys remember. That was only April or something. So if we're reaching all-time highs right now in Cardano, which we did today, and we have you know, a $49,000 Bitcoin, well then obviously a lot of the, you know, a lot of money is going into Cardano regardless of Bitcoin, aka meaning it's performing well against Bitcoin. So what I did today, I just took like 1,000 of my Cardano coins, and I sold them at $2.51. This was earlier today, like mid-morning, like around, it was earlier than that. It was around 7 a.m. Central Time, United States. I put a sell order at $2.51, 1,000 Cardano, and it hit. I took that money and I moved it into an IDO launchpad that I want to stake their coins, so that it's a Cardano ecosystem. I touched on it in Wednesday's stream. I want to stake enough so that I can have the chance to buy into these Cardano ecosystem IDOs, and I was able to get into the second tier with that. They have like 5 tiers of levels, if you guys are familiar with how launchpads works. So I'm gonna be working on staking more and more and more on that launchpad, so that I can get more what they call it, so that the allocation gets higher and higher and higher the more you stake, and you can purchase more of the IDO coins. So if you guys want to know exactly what IDO launchpad I'm talking about, check out Wednesday's stream. All my streams get uploaded to YouTube directly after we live stream. I give you the website address, exactly what it's about. You know, and there are many, but this particular one I like. It seems to be really legitimate, garnering a lot of publicity and what's the word I'm looking for? It just seems to be a really strong one, and they have obviously staking rewards. And another thing they do, which is pretty cool, is they like when an IDO happens, like the coins that are allocated to this launchpad, they sometimes get distributed to the stakeholders. And if someone pulls their stake out, it takes 4%, and then that 4% is redistributed to the stakeholders. So really cool launchpad. I really like the way it's set up. And again, like I said, Wednesday, basically, if everyone's this bullish on Cardano and this much positivity towards Cardano and this much value in Cardano, it's pretty obvious that everything being built on Cardano now, or waiting, you know, once the September 12th smart contracts come to the blockchain, I'm pretty sure these projects are going to explode. So it's kind of happening now, and so, you know, you guys might want to look into some Cardano IDOs before the mainnet really starts to explode with you know, dApps and whatnot being built on it. But with that being said, we're going to move into some, we're going to do a CoinMarketCap recap. We always start with that. And then we're going to touch on the Binance Know Your Customer situation that they have implemented pretty much as of today. I think October 9th, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be like kind of like the deadline for you to make the transition and get everything squared away. I'm in the United States. I cannot use Binance, so it's, you know, it's kind of a whatever to me, but I understand this is a big deal. I'm also in a regulated state in the United States, so I can't use Binance.us either, but it's really important. And then, of course, secondly, we will touch on the second largest mortgage lender in the United States announcing that they will start accepting Bitcoin soon. So yeah, pretty fantastic news all around. And let's go ahead and pop right into CoinMarketCap recap, please. Here we go, you guys. CoinMarketCap recap. First and foremost, always we try and lead with this. That way everyone can get an idea of how the market is moving today. And as you can see, the entirety of the crypto space is sitting at $2.091 trillion. We have been moving fantastically over the last few weeks. And as you can see, Bitcoin hovering around the $49,000 mark with a $921 billion market cap. Amazing. Ethereum at 32.55, sitting in the number 2 spot. And then number 3, Cardano has taken over the number 3 spot from Binance Coin once again at a $2.43 coin. And then Binance Coin, of course, in the number 4 spot. Number 6 spot is being held down by XRP. Dogecoin in the number 7 spot at 32 cents. Polkadot number 8, and Solana in the number 10 spot. Another fantastic project, very fast network, very cheap gas fees and that sort of thing, transaction fees, I should say. Solana very bullish, up 75% in the last week. Let's see, moving down, my number 2 favorite long-term investment in the entire crypto space is Chainlink, sitting at $28.23. Now, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, the Cardano ecosystem has the versions of these things that are going to be needed and built into that ecosystem. They have a version of Chainlink there now and stuff like that. So we're going to get into that a little more deeply in the next few lives so that I can get some more information and more specifics and call out these coins in the exactness. But basically just touching on it right now because of the popularity of Cardano. And moving down to my favorite long-term investment in the entire crypto space is VeChain in the number 22 spot, just over 13 cents. As we said, we do know that Proof of Authority 2.0 is coming, and once that happens, you can expect tons more transactions on the blockchain, on the VeThor blockchain, and that's just gonna send the coin into another stratosphere. So, what am I hearing? So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, VeChain just a matter of weeks ago was down to about 6 or 7 cents. It gave everyone another fantastic opportunity to get in if you missed out the even earlier opportunities. So we've had plenty of chances now, but we seem to be getting to the point where stratospheric explosion is coming. And I'm not talking about diarrhea. Okay, and now we can move back to the mainstream. And then we're going to take a look at my display capture and see what we can see in the way of Binance Know Your Customer and in the way of the gigantic mortgage lender that announced they will start accepting Bitcoin. Let's get to that right now. Where are you? There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here, as promised, I do have the information, as much information as I can get my hands on about Binance subjecting their customers to immediate Know Your Customer verification. And this was released today, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and read this out for those that are driving or that sort of stuff. It says the crypto exchange will limit services for existing users unless they adhere to the new KYC and AML requirements. It says Binance has been in the regulatory crosshairs of jurisdictions across the globe amid claims of it operating unlicensed businesses. As remediation of the ongoing scrutiny, the crypto exchange has publicly announced new Know Your Customer requirements for all users on the platform. Effective immediately. Boop, boop, boop. Effective immediately. Boop, boop, boop. All new users, keep this in mind though, all new users are required to complete intermediate verification to access Binance products and service offerings, including cryptocurrency deposits, trades, and withdrawals. Moreover, existing users who were previously allowed to trade cryptocurrency without verification will be allowed only to process withdrawals, order cancellation, position close, and redemption. According to Binance, the change in policy for existing users will be rolled out in phases to ensure minimal disruptions in user experience. However, immediate KYC verifications will allow the users to have complete access to Binance products and services, the company said. The crypto exchange claims to implement KYC and anti-money laundering measures as a way to enhance investor protection against financial crimes. That's the positive that I was leaning towards. And it says currently the basic verification on the Binance portal is estimated to get processed in 1 day. However, verifying all documents, including government ID, facial verification, and proof of residential address will require a total of 20 days to review. Now, let me pop back over to something real quick right here, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to let everyone know. So yeah, there's a lot going on with that, but ultimately, Binance is moving to a full KYC. For those that are currently members, they're going to allow you to like withdraw, cancel stuff, and that kind of thing to get in a position for when they do have to go full. But new users is going to be full from here on out. And whenever they're discussing facial recognition and all that kind of crazy stuff, I just went through that process with let me go ahead and pull that up too. I wasn't going to touch on that, but I don't want to keep referring to it and not show you guys what I'm talking about. As you can see here, where is it? Yeah, as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, this right here, OCCAMFI. This is the Cardano ecosystem IDO launchpad that I'm going to start using and familiarizing myself with. I just went through their know your customer verification. As you can see, it says I'm verified right here, and it's kind of the same situation. Let me pop back on over to this. It's kind of the same situation. What I had to do with this company, and it's probably gonna be very similar from here on out for a full KYC. Like I had to submit like my driver's license. I had to submit a snapshot of my face. I had to submit a proof of residence through like a utility bill. I had to submit quite a few different things, and that's just, you know, that way they'll be reporting on any like profits you make and pretty much everything, you know, or they'll give it to you and then you're supposed to report it to your CPA or your tax person, that sort of thing. So that really limits all the shenanigans that were going on behind the scenes with money laundering and whatever else is going on. But yeah, so I just wanted to touch on that. So that's the news I have on Binance moving to full KYC. Secondly, we're going to pop back into the mainstream. And I'm going to give everyone the news on this massive news for Bitcoin that was kind of slipping through the cracks amongst some news today. And it says second largest United States mortgage lender will accept payment in Bitcoin. And this was just released, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of breaking, saying here, United Wholesale Mortgage announced plans this week to accept cryptocurrency for home loans in an apparent first for the national mortgage industry. The company hopes to start accepting Bitcoin in Q3 and is currently weighing other digital currencies like Ether, aka Ethereum. So you can go in if you want to check this out. This is national news. All you got to punch in is mortgage lender Bitcoin, and you can take your pick on which article you'd like to read. But this is huge news, ladies and gentlemen. There was so much FUD getting thrown around for so long, you know, when the market was down and for whatever reason, stuff like that. You know, you lose sight of how much adoption has taken place. And if you have the country's second largest mortgage lender amongst, you know, countless major corporations, investment firms, hedge funds, everything, countless people moving to this, regardless of the regulatory issues that may happen, or regardless of all these underlying things. The recent proposal that was passed through the Senate, that may lead to some sort of taxing on crypto. Regardless of all that, look how much adoption is taking place, and look how much preparation is being spent and taken for the future of crypto as a whole. Now, like, we're past the point of like disruption. Now it's a mad scramble amongst banks and institutions, and you know, real financial institutions, to find a way to be a part of it. We're past the speculation and the what ifs, and like, you know, banks hate it. We're past that. Now it's a scramble to get in place, because of what's happening, and the transition that's taking place, and the sheer mass of the scope of what's happening with crypto. And that, you know, before long, you know, like my kids, like the generation after me, it's going to be a pretty normal thing. And we're thinking that, you know, we always say how early you are. And look, let me tell you something. By 2025, watch what Cardano is going to look like. Watch what VeChain is going to look like. Bitcoin is going to be like, you know, it's almost going to be a myth for someone to own entire Bitcoin by the time 2030 rolls around, you know. So yeah. Okay, that's the news. I got the Bitcoin kicking ass, punching bears in the face, Binance moving to KYC, United States second largest mortgage lender announced they will start accepting Bitcoin in Q3. So since we are here, I think I'm gonna go try and catch up on some chat, and we can touch on some of our favorite coins for a minute here at the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. Just looking up, Mr. Ian Ninja Defender mentioned Hoj is up too. Yes, I did notice that Hoj was up like upwards of like 30% in the last 24 hours. Let me pull up my my handy dandy FTX app, aka God, I already forgot what it was called previously. Blockfolio. Okay, yes, Hoj. Oh, well, it looks like it corrected a little bit, but that was probably just from the spike. But Hoj is at 0.0001268 from what I can tell. It says 6% right here. I know earlier in the day it was upwards of 20-25%. So still fantastic regardless. Also, ladies and gentlemen, an oldie but goodie sleeper here that we haven't touched on in quite a while. You guys might remember me touting Chain Games at the beginning of the year, whenever they had brought Fortnite into their ecosystem, and then subsequently lost it because of the underage gambling agreement that Fortnite has with you whenever you sign their EULA. But anyway, and so then it crashed again. But all the way back up to 27 cents right now, ladies and gentlemen, is Chain Games. And Chain Games was down to 7 or 8 cents just a few weeks ago. So massive gains to be made there if you're able to take advantage of the dip and the correction, or whatever you want to call it. But so projects like that I have discussed, that I have touched on before, and you know, I don't change my sentiment on them. I still believe in them. It's just, since the entire market was so down, it looked really bad. But as long as you hold and don't sell at a loss, ultimately you'll probably come out ahead. Okay, let me see. Let me try and catch some more information here. Welcome back, Mr. Low Roller Scratcher. Recognize you, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome back, Litchfield. Let's see, Mr. JY96 asking, am I still as bullish on Pop Network? I am. In fact, in Wednesday's stream, I went into some pretty detailed information about Pop Network. If you'd like to go back and check that out, you know, just to get all the information that we did touch on. But I did want everyone to know that I have been in some kind of communication with Mr. Valerian Bennett. We are trying to work on having a one-on-one kind of AMA session for the Bradley Assassin channel and the Pop Network community. Last Tuesday, he did a live stream going over a ton of information. He even gave us a sneak peek at the actual graphic user interface for the masternode that is going to be released shortly. I showed those images and those videos on the live stream Wednesday. Also, he is planning to do another live stream on the 24th, this coming Tuesday. We have tons of anticipation, and things are looking fantastic. He mentioned what was it? I'm drawing a blank right now, but anyway, so there's a lot going on with Pop Network, and you still have amazing opportunity to get into the coin now at just over 2/10 of a penny. As when I first introduced it back in March, maybe February or March, I can't remember. It's been a while, but it was hovering around 3.5 tenths of a penny, and then subsequently was released on MXC and spiked all the way up to like 3 or 4 cents. I mean, of course, shortly, because there was a volume trading competition, and then subsequently came back down to 2 cents, then 1 cent, then half cent, and and kind of leveled out due to the market, the terrible market crash we had when we went all the way down to a $28,000 Bitcoin. But yeah, I do still have huge expectations and anticipation for Pop Network. Let's see. Low Roller Scratch is saying, you heard Missouri will give $1,000 every citizen resident. Are you referring to like maybe $1,000 in crypto, or is this just like some kind of stimulus that they're handing out? I'm not too sure. I'm here in Louisiana. I don't get a lot of news from other states unless it's like national type stuff. Says Axis Affinity helping a lot of poor people in the Philippines quit their job to make a living playing NFT games. Yes, Axis Affinity exploded recently. I don't have full knowledge offhand, but I think it's a obviously the NFT. They have like characters that there's different parts that you can assemble and earn and trade, and typical NFT style stuff. But yeah, Axis Affinity doing great things. Let's see, Mr. David Smith, welcome back, my friend. Welcome, Mr. G. Welcome, everybody. Jeremy, I see all you guys. I recognize everyone. Thanks for coming back. We got David Smith says, can you talk about HBAR? There is a lot of chatter about it lately, shooting up through the coin market cap rankings. That was Hedera Hashgraph, right? I think we had touched on that quite a few months ago. Let me see if I can pull it up right here and see if there's any information on it. That something a little more recent might be able to share with the community. I'm not up to date on it, admittedly. Just some information I'm pulling on it right here. In fact, I'll let everyone take a look at it, at what I'm looking at. Like I said, I do my best to stay educated and up to date, but these projects that I'm not affiliated with or invested in, I don't have a ton of information, but I can read the news for it. We have here, it says London School of Economics joins Hedera Hashgraph as council member. That was just a day ago. And let's see right here, 2 weeks ago, Filecoin and Hedera Hashgraph announced grant program to propel Web3 interoperability. Hedera Hashgraph's report going carbon negative. Wow, that's impressive, because mostly you hear about everyone trying to at least get carbon neutral, but if they're already on the negative side of it, which is technically the positive side, I guess if you want to look at it that way, that's good. Azor's rights hash builds on Hedera. Yeah, this definitely looks like something I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time on. Like I said, I don't have full details and knowledge off the top of my head, but you're right, it does look like they are doing quite a bit, and it's definitely going to be worth checking into, and I will take a look at that when I have some time. So thank you, Mr. David Smith. We got F5 saying OnlyFans are limiting canceling not safe for work items on their website. I see Cum Rocket and Porn Rocket to go up. Yeah, I saw that. I saw basically what OnlyFans was built on and what made the explosion from OnlyFans. They're taking that away. So I don't know what they're going to be left with. But yeah, it might be something to look into, alternatives. Another thing, Pop Network, I'm not saying that they're going that way, but since they are going to be a fully decentralized media sharing network, media torrent network, I'm assuming that type of stuff will have a place there. Again, I could be totally wrong. I'm not speaking for Pop Network. It's just a decentralized media sharing network, you would think stuff like that would be on there. So you never know, that could lead to some kind of, you know, positivity there too. Let's see, moving on. Low roller scratcher says Missouri $1,000 on cryptocurrency. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for clarifying that. I will go look into that when I get a chance, and we'll touch on that. That's the first time I hear of something in the States having some kind of incentive program or stimulus for crypto. That's always good news too. Thank you, sir. Low roller scratcher asking you if I'm investing in Shiba Inu. It got popular. No, I never have. I never invested in Shiba Inu. I'm just not that interested in it. I have so much tied up in my long-term projects with you know, real world applications, you know, like my Cardanos and my VeChains, my chain links and that sort of stuff. I do have other investments projects, but for those that are curious, I am not invested in Shiba Inu. Thank you, David Smith. I see you, my friend. Low roller scratch saying a lot of people are sleeping with Litecoin. Litecoin can go $1,000 per coin. Yeah, Litecoin's always been right in the middle of your more popular cryptos as far as, you know, use case ability. SafeMoon, man, you know, I'm not invested in SafeMoon. I always felt like SafeMoon to me was like the hose finance of the Binance Smart Chain, and I know that's not accurate, but you know how you always view certain things a certain way. That's how it always was to me. I have no negativity towards SafeMoon at all. It's just, you know, like I just mentioned in regards to Shiba Inu, a lot of my investments are you know, I've been working. What I mean is I've been working on finishing my bags of like Pop Network, VeChain, Cardano, and all that stuff like that. So the little bit I did branch out and venture off to, you know, I'm still working on. So I haven't had a chance to move out into that. Mr. Ritterbush, welcome back, my friend. I recognize you, saying been a while. Yeah, I got into multivac under 0.005 in the last 2 days. Is gaining popularity. Congratulations, sir. I hope that continues to work out well for you. Jeremy says SafeMoon has a ton of use cases here. Soon wallet and week exchange in October. Well, good. I hope things continue to work well for people that chose to invest in SafeMoon. Put a few bucks in Shiba. Okay. Yeah, man, it's so great to see everybody. I know the numbers are going to be down for a while as people have to kind of rediscover me. Or at least know that I'm back, and that's completely fine. That gives us a chance to kind of get a little intimate, so to speak, you know, on some of these streams. But hopefully we can continue to pick up some views again and stuff. And on my first stream when I came back Monday, if you guys want to go back, check out Mondays and Wednesdays stream. You know, all my streams do get uploaded directly after I live stream. But if you want to go check them out, Monday I give a pretty deep explanation of why I wasn't able to stream as much as I had in the past, and what had been going on with me and on a personal level and on my company. And so if you guys want to you know, feel the curiosity side of why I wasn't around and what's been happening with me, check out this past Monday's live stream. So yeah, well, thanks, man. I appreciate it, David. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I've been trying to focus on doing more of like a half-hour stream so that I don't kill you guys with the repetitive nature of myself and you know, getting news out and stuff like that. So we're about there. Like I said, Monday and Wednesday stream were chock full of information. Today was another good one. Like I said, lastly, touching on how Bitcoin's been punching the bears in the face. Bitcoin has just been performing great. And of course, as does Bitcoin, as does everything else. But when things really start to excel, when things really start to kick ass, is when you have your mainnet, your mainnet projects that have their own mainnet, their own blockchain. When you see those break away from Bitcoin, that's when the shit starts happening. You got your Cardanos doing that now. VeChains has been doing it, but it's going to continue doing it once POA 2.0 comes out. Pop Network, Masternode coming soon, and they plan on having their own mainnet. It was planned for the end of the year. I'm probably going to expect it into 2022 now, just because of the Masternode delay and the market correction. It kind of stalled everybody. So these kinds of projects are the ones you want to watch for. They end up with their own ecosystem. VeChain, by the way, recently minting 10,000 VPunks. If you guys are familiar with CryptoPunks, VeChain now has VPunks. You can still go to vpunks.com, I think it is, or maybe vpunk.net, whatever it is. Just search VPunks. You still got a chance. You can go buy VPunks right now, dirt cheap, couple $100 a piece. If those things become anything like CryptoPunks, everyone's gonna make a shit ton of money. You can pick them up for just a couple $100 right now. Of course, they have the rare ones. You know, they're all in exact similarity to the same number and everything, ID number to CryptoPunks. If you want to go check that out. So yeah, VeChain's ecosystem exploding now with that kind of stuff happening. Cardano ecosystem exploding with all these dApps being built on it now. Yeah, VPunks, Ian, check it out, man. It's badass, bro. I can't believe you didn't know about that. Just search VPunks, VPunks, like VeChain, VPunks. I'm sure you've heard of CryptoPunks. They've been around for a few years now. Well, VeChain's ecosystem made VPunks. Look, I'll show you guys. I'm surprised. I thought everyone was just, see how I take things for granted? Look, I'm gonna show you guys right now. Check it out. We're gonna come pop here. Look, check this out. Look, VPunks, right? You just search it. Boom, VPunks home. Okay, so look, it brings you to the minting's done. In like 10 days, 10,000 VPunks were minted. It's an NFT, right? And you guys are probably familiar with the way they look. Look, I'm gonna go to let's go to current auctions. Watch, I'll show you guys real quick. This is cool. I'm surprised you guys weren't familiar with this. In fact, for those that just are not familiar with it at all, I want to show you guys something. CryptoPunks. See, this was kind of some of the first NFTs. Look, started back in 2017 on the Ethereum blockchain. And these things, ladies and gentlemen, are worth an absolute fortune. You see, it's just these little stupid 8-bit looking faces, right? There's 10,000 of them, okay? Each individual one has their own ID and their own kind of like attributes. Like this is an alien because it's blue. And you see it's got a headband, so it'll be like, one attribute is that it's an alien. A second attribute is that it's got a headband, okay? And then based on how many attributes they have is how the more rare they are. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but these things are like super collectibles. You see these numbers right here? Largest sales, $7.5 million, $7.5 million, $5.5 million, $3.7 million, $4.3 million, $2.5 million. These things are moving for millions. Look, recent transactions. Okay, this is a little more indicative of what's going on. Recent transactions updated 18 seconds ago. This dude went for $400,000. This chick went for $680,000. You see, so take some time to check this out. It's a rabbit hole that you get dug so deep into. Now look, these things were minted back in in 2017 for I don't know, in comparison to VPunks, let's say a couple $100 a piece. That's the kind of craziness we're talking, right? Okay, so now that you kind of have just a general idea of what this is, keep in mind now VPunks about a few weeks ago offered minting of their own. Okay, the IDs are identical, the images are identical, they're identical in every way except that this is on the VeChain ecosystem. On the VeChain blockchain. Okay, as you can see, the prices here are in VeChain, 2,000 VeChain, 1,796 VeChain, 6,000 VeChain. You get the idea. But check this out. I'm gonna show you guys some more. So if you click this little tab over here, you can sort by lowest price, lowest rarity score, highest rarity score. As I mentioned before, all the different attributes. Like if you want to get 7 attributes really rare, that kind of thing, alien, zombie, female. Okay, so look, for instance, if we're going to pick the highest rarity score and submit, okay, it's going to sort. This is just among what's being auctioned off right now. For instance, there were 10,000 minted, but there's only like, I don't know, let's say 2,500 of them available, because that's just the people that minted them decided to put them up for sale. Like for instance, I have 20 of them. I minted 20 of them. It cost me like, at the time, it was like 1,500 VeChain a piece. So as you can see, like you can buy these right here, and you can sort by like lowest price, highest price. And then if you want to know how, like the rarity, you see I have it sorted by highest rarity score. But like you see VPunk 5822, check this out. Watch, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. Search like CryptoPunks ranking, okay? And then you go down and let me see, where is it? Right here. Yes. Okay, so this page right here, rarity.tools/CryptoPunks. You come over here, okay, like watch, let me show you guys this. It's okay, see this VPunk 5822. So look, you come over here and you punch in 5822 and you look it up. Okay, now this is in comparison to the CryptoPunks, and like I said, they're identical in every way. The only difference is that obviously the VeChain versions are much more recent and much newer. They haven't had time to gain value and evolve and become rare due to people not selling them or people owning them. But as you can see, okay, see this rarity score, 2,284. That's the, see, rarity rank number 8. That means this is the 8th rarest VPunk out of, and or CryptoPunk out of all 10,000 that were minted. And then you can see the punk type, because it's an alien, it gets a huge bonus. It has one attribute, it gets a bonus. The hair gets a bonus, the eyes gets all this crazy shit. So you take all that and then you can kind of get an idea, like this is the 8th rank. Okay, so when you come to here, you see it's the first one on the list because number 8 rank VPunk out of 10,000 is going to be incredibly valuable. So this one's being sold for 1,200,000 VeChain, and you can kind of get the idea. That's like what, $150,000 or whatnot. So anyway, you can get real deep into this shit, you know, or you can search for bargain basements by going like lowest price. You see, like the cheapest one right now is $1,795 and then $1,800, and you know you can load up on some of these if you want. Like for instance, like in my account, it'll show you the ones you own, auctions that are running, finished auctions, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's basically CryptoPunks, but on the VeChain blockchain, and it's NFTs that you buy, sell, and trade. That you can buy, sell, trade, and whatnot. You can even buy them and just hold them. You don't have to put them up for auction, because like if these things become anywhere near what CryptoPunks have in 4 years, you can be holding CryptoPunks worth millions of dollars worth of VeChain. And with the NFT explosion and the way things are happening, and the VeChain blockchain as a whole, it wouldn't surprise me if this stuff becomes crazy like that. I mean, I didn't get it at first either. I just think it's just a cool little thing you can go check out if you like the way something looks, or you know, a lot of people are making money by like spending all day on this damn auction site, right? And buying up the cheapest ones, and say they buy it for 2,000 VeChain, right? Then they right away sell it for 2,500 VeChain, and you buy, trade all freaking day, and the transactions are almost insignificant, because almost negligible, because you guys that are familiar with VeChain, because you've been watching the channel, know that, remember a few months ago when they cut the VeThor gas fee by 100% or 100x, whatever it was. So like you can go buy a VPunk, and the VeThor price is like 0.19 VeThor, which is like a fraction of a penny. And then, you know, usually you have gas fees involved. That's what I'm referring to, all the gas fees. Well, there's gas fees involved in listing and auction, but it's like 0.24 VeThor, which is, I mean, you can buy 20 VPunks and put 20 VPunks for auction, you know, not counting the cost of the actual VPunk, for probably like $1. So anyway, just something you guys might want to check out in the VeChain ecosystem, exploding right now. NFTs, all that kind of stuff, collectibles, it's just going crazy. So I'm excited, because I didn't know you guys weren't aware of that, but you might want to take a little bit of time to check out VPunks. But anyway, that's it for today. I will probably be streaming over the weekends, probably some Fortnite gameplay with my boys. We still do that from time to time, and you know, that's just the thing we do. So keep an eye out for some Fortnite gameplay over the weekend. I will be streaming, and it will be under the gaming tab, and it will be probably Fortnite. But that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, send them to me on Facebook, send them to me on Discord. Down in the description below, I have links to Discord, Twitter, Facebook, any kind of way you need to get in touch with me. I'm always available. So thanks everybody. Stay safe, take it easy, and I will see y'all over the weekend. And if not, I will definitely see everybody Monday. Goodbye.